We've taken the powers now, we're taking the powers to make sure we can act within months, not years. I don't think there's a parent in the country who isn't worried about this, by the way. I really don't. Everybody's worried. And they feel, how am I supposed to police this on my own as a parent? And it's very, very difficult. And we as a government need to be up there alongside parents, providing leadership and support for them when it comes to social media. And we will. Now, we've already announced that we're going to do a consultation on banning social media for under 16s. And that will start very soon. But I'm really clear, the status quo, things as they are now, is not good enough. Nobody can make the argument that things can be left as they are. They can't, they're not protective of children, and we intend to act. But what we're doing now is taking the powers available to make sure at the end of that consultation we can move really fast. Because what can happen with governments, you saw it with the last government, we had an Online Safety Act, which is good because it restricts what's available online. The trouble is it took 8 years from the original idea to get to an outcome. We can't have 8 years when it comes to social media and whether we ban it or massive restrictions in place. So we've taken the powers now, we're taking the powers to make sure we can act within months, not years. We also need to act very quickly, not just on the age concern, but on the devices and applications that mean the sort of auto-scrolling, the constant gluing to the machine, that you can never stop scrolling. And
Good morning, Prime Minister. I'm George, I'm 17. I wanted to ask about the Representation of the People Bill, which is being put before Parliament, and how giving 16 and 17-year-olds the vote risks being incompatible with a social media ban under 16, because the majority of young people get their news from social media, from their TikTok feed. So I wanted to ask, what provisions will the government put in place for citizenship education in schools, for example?
Well, a lot bound up in that. Firstly, I'm a big advocate of votes at 16 and 17. At 16 and 17, you are old enough and mature enough to make a decision about a government that ought to be and will be a government for you. So it's really important that we have those votes. We do need to make sure the citizenship is part of what we look at. We've broadened the curriculum in schools because I think children and young people ought to learn about citizenship and how we operate as a society more generally. It's very important skills that they need for life. I'm acutely aware of your point about news because in politics there's always been a heavy sort of focus on newspapers, but frankly I don't think many people young people certainly, ever read newspapers anymore. Or even sit down as a family and watch the 6 or 10 o'clock news. It's much more likely to be through social media. And really goes with the point this gentleman made. We must make sure that we're not cutting off sensible and good access for young people. Where do you get your news from?
Well, I'm kind of the anomaly, so I actually watch the news at 10 on
You
BBC.
do watch the news? Yeah. This is good.
I know.
This is good.